Hello, friends of Golf Course Quality Fertilizer. Well, we need to talk about the turf again. I mean, it's still been really wet. I still haven't watered yet, and it's June 3rd, which is, that's not heard of very often. Now, that doesn't mean in a couple days I won't be watering. That might be the case too. We're going to watch weather, we're going to watch humidity and evaporation and temperatures and all that stuff, but I'm not thinking about watering yet. And one of the main reasons is that I'm sure everybody is having this in their lawn is all the mushrooms that are everywhere, right? Now, I have my dogs out here. I know people kind of get a little scared of mushrooms and they're worried about their dogs getting sick or their children or their kids getting sick, but none of these mushrooms that pop up in yards are poisonous. I mean, there's a really finite amount that does, but I mean, it's very, very rare. So I don't worry about my dogs being in the yard and playing amongst these mushrooms. And I know that a lot of people worry about them and they want to get rid of them. But they're actually a sign that the soil's healthy. We have a lot of good organic matter in there. And the mushrooms are actually breaking down that organic matter, and they're helping enrich the soil and making it better for the plants around it. In this case, the turf, right? And so we want to leave those mushrooms alone. They're annoying. How we can kind of help is you can mow a little bit more frequently, especially if you're getting diseases on top of that. We have a little bit of diseases. Let's go over and look at this spot right here. I still have a tiny bit of some red thread going on right in here. You can see it. It's probably just really starting. And this is kind of a sandy crowned part of the yard, so it's probably starting to run a little bit out of fertilizer because we've had so many rains. And deep rains as well, heavy rains, inch and a half inch, another inch. And so when we get all these heavy rains, it's gonna affect our fertilizer program. It's also gonna affect our stuff that we put in our landscape to prevent weeds as well. And so we gotta think about all these different things, and we gotta pay attention to our lawn. If it's starting to go a little yellow and we haven't got our mid-June, for example, fertilizer down yet, then maybe we go down a little early. If you're getting some diseases and it's looking a little off color, then go down a little early with that mid-June application. Now, actually the green light is gonna turn on, I think it's Saturday, so we're really close anyways. So if you decided your lawn was a little weak, you're dealing with a whole lot more disease than I am, and the reason why I'm probably not dealing with as much diseases as others is I was a little late on my first application. It was actually mid-May. So that was only 2.5 weeks ago when I put it down last. And so mine's still hustling, bustling pretty good with the fertilizer I got down. But I'm gonna still get my mid-June down probably, about June 7th or maybe June 10th, somewhere in that zone. I'll put mine down to carry on to the next thing. And then I'm gonna have to think about my freehand, and instead of going down in September with that weed preventer in the landscaping, I might go out in the beginning of August, or if I start to see weeds popping up, I'm gonna go out and reapply my freehand before it gets out of hand. So pay attention to your landscaping with all these rains, right? I am not watering yet, and I'm actually probably gonna do a video when we finally get to the point where I think, oh, I bet most people are gonna need to start watering. There is some cases right now of some very few lawns that have had to water so far this season about 2 or 3 times, and that might be because they have a brand new lawn or all kinds of other things that they're gonna have to think about. So watch your turf and do those little tricks of knowing when it's dry, walking on it, making sure it's springing back, that kind of stuff. I have how to know when to water videos, check those out. Also, I want you to come to YouTube and subscribe and like our channel. We're really close to 1,000 subscribers. I think we're at like 933 or something like that. And so we need just a little bit more to make 1,000, and then we can actually maybe make a little bit of money when we're doing these videos. That'd be fun, right? It'd make it a little worth it. Maybe I'll get a microphone at that point. You can hear me better. So that'd be cool. But yeah, watch your turf, mow more frequently, get that next application down a little early. We're going to be sending out some information about that in our email to our customers. But if you're just a normal lawn guy, watch these kind of patterns in the weather and know how to adjust your program to fit what Mother Nature is doing to us. All right? Thanks for listening.